This is question 2 of my film evaluation. How effective is your main production and ancillary tasks? So the main production. There are many ways that our trailers survey the genre and normal conception of the type of film that will follow the same ideas and narrative. That's why I believe that our main production is effective, as it allows for the audience to see a new type of film and to break stereotypes and common perceptions and morph it into one idea that will be appropriate to our audience. That is, those are aged 15 years and above. As previously mentioned, a way in which our game gives a new understanding of film watching is the way it personifies the game. The general idea of a game is something that the players play and have full control of. And however, what we created was that we managed to create an almost sinister being in a form of a game that would force competitors to fight to survive, not as characters in a video game, rather their own selves and bodies. This is a new form of reality, as there is no separation from the simulation and otherwise known reality. This emergence of the two realities helped to show how authentic the idea is, as there aren't much films that showcase this kind of situation that a character would be in, and it provides a unique narrative for the audience to follow. We just managed to show this in the trailer using the game host character, which is basically an embodiment of the game, because he shows, or he describes the kind of things that each contestant has to do. He starts off as a happy and cheery personality. However, we can see that there are glimpses of sinister thoughts and ideas that affect the characters or players in the game. As well as this, we show the development of his character in the trailer, as we can see how bright the setting is in the background, which is a generic game show, and that kind of helps to push the idea that the game host is just a normal game host what you'd see in real life, and how he's happy and cheery. But then we show a contrast in the character and the background, and it changes to a dark and malicious background that almost resembles a setting in which the game is actually being played, versus the factory and warehouse, which is mentioned in question 1. For ancillary tasks. We were tasked with creating 2 ancillary products. That was a magazine cover and a film poster. A poster is one of the most important advertising material to be produced in order to increase brand awareness and the elevation in the film's popularity. A magazine cover is one of the many ways to work with other companies to help promote your product. For example, we used Empire. This is very similar to what we had done in AS, as we only created a film trailer rather than having to do separate tasks to promote it. This meant that for the majority of us, using such applications like Photoshop, CS5 and 6 was the first time, and therefore caused a bit of an issue to try and convey each of our ideas so that we can actually produce it. And it kind of hindered the way each of us could actually develop the poster using our understandings, or however we wanted, or the kind of things that we wanted to add. The poster would be used to sell the media product, which is our trailer, and would effectively enhance our understanding of the advertising aspect within the film industry. We used typical conventions found in many magazines, as we used Empire as it was one of the most popular film magazine in the UK. Ways in which we followed these conventions effectively was through the implementation of the design structure as seen on many Empire magazines. Prior to this, we studied and analysed 3 different magazine covers that we can see what the most popular and therefore the most successful conventions within a cover are. We found that Empire ensures that the logo is in display, always in the same position. However, the design allows for characters of the feature film to overlap on top of the logo, which helps us suggest that the character is in motion or in action to grab the viewer's attention. Although the main focus of the film magazine is of the film that is featured with a large image of a character on the cover, there are always other films that advertisers are talked about. So like our film, the elevation of awareness will be increased due to other films being advertised alongside it. That's why I use Infinity War, because it is a very hot topic at the moment and currently trending, as well as other headlines from Empire's online website. As mentioned briefly earlier, we did encounter an issue at first, with the majority of us finding it difficult to use Photoshop, which is software that we used. I first created a draft of the poster and showed it to my group and found that there were bits that were good and other parts which didn't work or convey the same meaning. In order for all of us to be able to actually input this, we enlisted the help of the Academy's logo and poster maker. She was able to tell us different techniques on ways we can manipulate text and image, whilst also helping us to understand how to apply each of our ideas into the actual poster. An example of shortcut tools that she provided us help with included the likes of managing to edit an image using nothing but a keyboard shortcut, as there were keys that could be pressed, like for example on the Mac, which is what we edited majority on, it was Command Shift and T, whereas on Windows it was simply just Control and T. This allowed for manipulation of the size and scale of an image or text. Although I had some skill prior to this exercised my ability to work with such images and helped me to develop new and efficient ways of completing the tasks. I believe that ancillary tasks are both effective as they display the same character, which is one of the main antagonists, from two different shots. In the magazine cover you can see the character in motion, almost looking at the cover towards the reader, and with the poster it shows the emergence of the character and also hides his or her identity. As well as the poster we created using Photoshop, which was digital, we also created a limited edition poster that was in a similar design to a Stranger Things poster. We believe that creating separate posters at first would allow for extra images to be added into the limited edition version. It was a compilation of images from the trailer and almost acts as a mood board, with all of the theme being expressed through drawing and then touched up after it has been copied using a digital copier onto Photoshop. There are many examples of film that have created different posters, as well as the first initial ones, like The Dark Knight. We created an animation version of the original characters to emulate designs that could be seen in the comics. And that is the second question.